Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I've made this KINUSAIGA today and I've got a video on YouTube or going on YouTube, but I wanted to make an extension frame for it because sometimes you don't put a frame on them, you have all little bits of fabric going down here and it's nice to add a frame. Now I have got a shadowbox tutorial on my YouTube already, but it's limited by size, whereas this one you can use A3, A2 card and really make a long one because it's made in 4 sections. You can also make any depth of frame and any width of frame, like the extension that you want. So I'm going to show you how to do it, and it is simple. It looks a bit mathy, but it is actually really easy. So the first thing you need to do is measure your project, okay? So I know that this is 15 centimeters, so I'm going to do it in centimeters because you can see it's just shy of 6 inches. You could go 6, but it may be a little bit gappy, so I'm going to go with centimeters today. So convert, obviously, 15 by 20. So this is a 15 by 20 frame, and the depth is approximately 2 centimeters. So 15 by 20 by 2. So that's the first thing I need to know, and it might be a good idea to jot that down. Let's just write that down. So I'm working on a scoreboard, so that could be interesting. So it's a 15 by 20 by 2 frame. Now we're going to make 4 sections. You need 2 for the top, 2 for the bottom. So because the top is shorter, I'm going to use that one because you need to add a little bit for tabs. So what width of frame would you like? So let's say we want a nice wide frame because we've already got a frame there, so you don't want to be tiny. It's either going to be a tiny or big. So I'll go for a 3 centimeter width frame. That's my chosen one, and I know what the depth of it is already. So with the width, if you think about it, if you've got a 15 centimeter project, you need 3 that side and 3 that side, so you've got to times it by 2, so, or 3 plus 3 plus 15 if you like, so like that. So you're going to need 21 centimeters. This is to cut the card, okay? But then also with the top and bottom you're going to add a tab, otherwise you have like a little gape and it looks so much nicer with a tab. So let's add a centimeter each side for the tabs. So we're going to have to add on 2 centimeters there. So we need to now cut our sheet 23 centimeters. So that's 23 centimeters that way. Now we need to work out how far down it's coming. But before we do that, let's do the 20 because they actually work out the same. The down bit, you know, you're cutting that width. What's that going to be? They're the same on both. So let's do the 20 now. So we know we've got to add 3 and we've got to add 3, but we don't need to add tabs. So that 2 was just for tabs, and you only need to do that for the top and bottom. So you've got to cut 2 at 23 and 2 at 23, 4, 5, 6. So 26 centimeters, you're cutting them that. So I don't need to put any equals there because it's just one thing. So 23 and 26. Now for the frame. So with this, it's always going to be 3 times the width, 2 times the depth. Okay, so the width we know we've chosen 3 centimeters, so we've got to have 3 times 3, or if you don't like doing multiplication, 3 plus 3 plus 3. Either way, it's going to be 9. And then the depth we know is 2 centimeters, and we want 2 of that. So 2 times 2, or 2 plus 2, is 4. So now you need to add those 2 together, and you get 13. So we know that we're cutting 1 at 23 and 1 at 26, and they're both by 13. So we need 23 by 13, 2 of, and 26 by 13, 2 of. Now when that frame's made, this will fit nicely inside. So rewind, have a look at this. I'll just give you a closer look at it. You can screenshot it if you like, I don't mind. So there you go. So that's the mathy bit out the way. Mathy? Is that another new word, Sarah? Possibly. So I've already pre-done some of my frames because obviously we don't want it to be a really long video. So we've got the 2 sizes here, and I've put tape on and I've done drawing lines, but I'm going to show you how to do it. So this is what the short one's going to look like, and that's what the long one's going to look like. And you can see that when they go together, hey presto, that's going to fit inside like so, because you're going to take up that space each end. So we'll put those together at the end. But what we'll do is we'll do the long side first because it's the easiest. And if you remember, that was 26 by 13. So we've got 13 there. So because it was 3 times the width and 2 times the depth, and the width was 3 and the depth was 2, we're just going to go 3, 2, 3, 2. Easy. So that looks like that when you're scoring out. I've done lines on it so you can see. So you're just going to score at 3, score at 2. So width, depth, width, depth, width. So if you change your measurements, you want a 5 centimetre frame or 2 inch frame, 1 inch depth, then you know you've got to go width, depth, width, depth, width. Okay, that's how you're going to work that out. And this is a really easy one. You put the tape on the right side of one of the ends. They're both the same, so it doesn't matter. I could have made it shorter to save card, but then I thought, well, the trouble is with that, you've got to remember which end is which. You know, I like it simples. So just get rid of these orangey things. My doorbell might go, dog might kick off, might have to go, but I'll be back. So you've got this one little piece here. So fold this over to get the tape up to that. Now reinforce all these score lines first. I should have said that before I took the tape off. So reinforce all of these score lines and then just fold it over like so. Now go through and fold it every way. So do it that way, turn it, do it that way, because they can go out quite easily like that. So just keep going round and round until it's all nice and flat, and you'll have a nice square frame. Now one of these edges will have a line. You can see there, that's where it folded over. There's 2 thicknesses there that says a fold over. We'll work, it's important that we work that out nicely in a moment. So now for the next one, looks much more complicated, but it's exactly the same. 3, 5, 8, 2, and then it's left with 13, which is basically width, depth, width, depth, width. So exactly the same as what we did before. The only difference is we now need to change this way. So you need to add those tabs. You're going to cut all of this off. Let's draw it in there because I didn't draw it in there. This is going to be the tab. Just this little one here at the bottom is the tab. So all of this is going. All of this is going. All of this 1 centimetre section is going. Okay. So you need to score down or draw. You don't have to score because it is more, well, actually you do have to score that bit. So you might as well just score it all the way down at 1. Hopefully that's in properly. And then on the other side, all the way down at 1. Oh, it just went off. Probably ruined the look of it now. Got a bit skew whiffy there. Hold it down tight. 1 and 1 in. So that's our tab. That's all you need to do just for the tabs. So that's what I'm saying. You'll end up wasting paper if you have longer tabs. Might be stronger, but it's difficult to get the tabs in there anyway. So you don't want it to be too long. Now the only other thing we need to do is they're the same because you've got width, depth. Width is in the middle, depth, width. So they are identical mirror images of each other, these 2 ends. So you just pick one end, and then once you've scored in at 1, you need to then do your 3. So the 3, and it's down for a width and a depth. So only down through 2. So through a width and a depth, you're going to score 3 in from that line or 4 in from the end. So you've got that shape there. And then that's it. Then it's cutting. So a lot of these score lines were basically for cutting. Now the tabs, you know where they are, so put some tape on the back because once you cut you can overhang. So once you cut, it makes it easier. They go right up to the edge. The top is just that little middle bit, and you can see the score lines. So right side for all tape on all pieces, all 4 pieces. Tabs on the 2 small ones, and that end, it has to be that end for this one. The end you're cutting short. By short I mean here. So we're going to go in and cut that, and we're going to go in. I probably shouldn't be going, those lines are not exactly 100%, so I probably should be doing it more to the score line that's on the back than the mark, because the mark was just a guide for you. And then we're just going to take this section out, so those bits get removed. just like the tab areas get removed. And we are going to go down here and do that, but it's quite easy to do it all in one go. I'm just going to check the right side of this to make sure. There is a little bit that needs to come off there. I thought there might be, because it was just my drawing lines. They went a bit wonky. Oops. Might need some little scissors. Going to get snip marks on there now. So we need to make sure we keep these tabs on. So what we're going to do is cut. We'll start this way actually. So start from the bottom. So we know that that's 3 in. We marked it. Or 4 in from the edge, 3 in from the tab line. So put your scissor point, well, the opening right at the bottom. Open it wide so that you can see where you're going. Now you can draw a line across there if you're worried about cutting it straight. And then just do a nice clean cut right up to that point. And then take a little bit of that tab off to make it a tab shape. You're going to do exactly the same when you go back. You're going to go into that point there. Take it across to there. And cut it. Didn't really want to do that. I did. And then, same thing for the other side. So it's up to you which way you want to go. It's whatever feels like right for cutting. So we can put our scissors over there, but not cut the tab off. Go up there. Come back in from this edge. Cut into the tab. And then make sure that's where I'm going. I think that line's a bit off. Might make this one a little bit wonky, but it's all good. We can survive. And then you've got to take this one off as well. Just got rid of some of the, I think that needs to be cut a little bit more of the edge of that tab, or it's going to interfere with the inside when we come to do it. Take that off. There we go. All done. So again, you need to reinforce all of these score lines that you've made and the tabs as well. Everything's on the right side. Again, with this one, put it up to that final one so you can pull over like that. Final one. One away from the edge. The one that's away from the edge. And the reason I'm using tape, A, it's a visual, and B, this is a shiny card because I thought it's a gloss card and glue won't stick to gloss. It will if you get the right glue, but you've got to have waiting time. We don't have the luxury of that waiting time. Again, reinforce all of these down like so. Now we're going to get to the nitty gritty of it and put it together. So I can move this scoreboard out of the way. Although I know what you can see, don't I? So I might leave it there. So these are where the double pieces of card are. There's only one side that has double, so I want to kind of get them all up the same way, like that. Just going through like that, and I'm getting them all pointing here, so they're all here and up this way. Just because it'll look better at the end result, because on the front you'll have like this nice clean area, and on the back you'll have that, which you're going to cover up anyway, no doubt. So what you do is you take one of each. So I'm going to go like that, so that I can have the outside, so you can flip it around. So where we've got that join there and there, like where the flap came over, we're going to butt them up together like that, and then we're going to fold that over and get it really tightly close. And that's the best way to adhere these. Obviously you need to take the tab off first. So take that off. Again, I'll put it down, throw it down, and now I've got to find out where I'll... Not easy to see, which isn't a bad thing, is it? Got a bit of tape there, I can see. So, again, put it right up tight. Going to move it over the top, push it down. Now, when it's stuck down, you can lay it down and do that. You won't be able to do this on the last one, but you can for all of the others. Okay, so you can see there I've got like that nasty bit is going to be on the back, which is lucky. So we've got one joined like that, so now we need another long piece. So again, we're going to get this nasty edge. Where are you? There, nasty edge on the outside. So it's going to come up like this. They all go up the same way. Again, I've got to, you see, let it down right that time. Left it where it should be. Take the little piece off. Get these to meet up nicely. and then fold that over, and you can fold it down and give it a squash. So we've got those 3 pieces together, and then this last, I've got a nice long snaky thing going on here. Again, she's moved it. Which side has got the 2 bits? That one. Hopefully this one. Yes. So we need the, there it is there. So I've opened up the wrong end. So I needed that end. Just be careful that that doesn't go in anywhere. I might put, nah, I haven't got time. So that's the other thing, with the last one, you just need to make sure you've got it round the right way. So we've got these 2 doubles each side. And then we're going to pop that around like that. And we can squish this one down as well. Make sure it's stuck. Then we put our snake together. So what happens is these go inside of those, and you might have to sort of like open it up a little bit, jiggle a bit, but it will go inside. And then this one goes inside of this one, like that. Then this one comes over the top, whee! And that goes inside of that one. Hopefully you saw that. So that's gone inside of, this is the back by the way. And then this one finally goes inside, all of it goes inside. You see you've got front and you've got back. Now this tab has to be pushed in. This is where it's get it right first time, if the tape's good. So just push it down there and you have got a frame. Now this is the back. How good does that look? And that's the back. So turn it over. That's your frame. Pop your KINUSAIGA or, you know, whatever you've made the frame for. Look at that. That is an amazing fit, guys, isn't it? Like, it's really, really good. Turn it over, and then what you can do is add tape all around this. Cut a piece of paper, measure your size of your card, or if you're going to put like a proper backing with hooks and things on to hang these. I'm actually going to leave it, not going to leave it in there. Possibly, I don't know, but it was just a demonstration to show you how to frame your KINUSAIGA, especially when you've got raw edges, and then just cover it all up, cut a piece of card the right size and cover it all up. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again real soon. Thanks you, bye bye.